Hello, Commanders fans. Today, we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we begin, we'd like to take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and stay up to date on all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which greatly strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. The Washington Commanders face a crucial decision this offseason regarding the future of wide receiver Deebo Samuel, who has officially entered free agency. The team's management now needs to assess whether it's worthwhile to bring the veteran back for the 2026 season, or if it would be better to pursue another path in the market. Samuel's situation is considered complex, both due to his on-field performance and the financial impact his continued presence could have on the roster. ESPN analyst Bill Barnwell recently addressed the possibility of the receiver's return to Washington, highlighting factors that help explain why his production fell short of expectations. According to Barnwell, Samuel spent much of the season playing with backup quarterbacks, not with starter Jayden Daniels, which naturally limited his offensive opportunities. Even so, even analyzing only the 6 games in which Samuel played alongside Daniels as the starting quarterback, the numbers weren't as encouraging as expected. Projecting this production over a full season, Samuel would reach approximately 99 receptions for only 850 yards. This number reveals a worrying point. A large part of Samuel's production came from short passes, often behind or very close to the line of scrimmage. With Jayden Daniels on the field, the average depth of Samuel's targets was only 4.5 passing yards, which would place him among the lowest-ranked wide receivers in the NFL in this regard. This data reinforces the perception that the explosive impact that marked his best years with the San Francisco 49ers has not been repeated in Washington. Barnwell also highlighted that despite still being a useful player within the right offensive scheme, Deebo Samuel faces significant obstacles in the market. His recent injury history, some difficulties in maintaining possession of the ball, and his age, he will turn 30 in January, should significantly reduce teams' interest in offering a long-term, fully guaranteed contract. The expectation is that Samuel will not be able to secure a multi-year deal with significant guarantees and will need to accept a salary lower than the $17.5 million he received last season. For the Commanders, the decision becomes even more delicate when considering the team's overall context. Samuel was signed with the hope that he could replicate the high level of performance he showed early in his career with the 49ers, being a dynamic and difficult player to guard. However, a combination of injuries. Inside Vikings source reveals important information about Daronte Jones that Commanders fans will love. This is encouraging. The appointment of Daronte Jones as the next defensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders represents a journey into the unknown for both the coach and the franchise. But if this change brings the desired improvements, it will be a great sign for the team's future ambitions. Coach Dan Quinn couldn't be accused of being afraid to try new things this preseason. He could have maintained the status quo, signing players he knows and trusts in a crucial season for his aspirations to remain in the job. Instead, he opted for 2 inexperienced offensive coordinators in an attempt to revitalize his team. The result could be anything, but expectations are high. Jones is more than qualified, having climbed every rung of the coaching ladder to earn this opportunity. An insider at the Minnesota Vikings believes that dealing with Brian Flores' high demands will be extremely useful when he takes command of his own defensive unit in the NFL for the first time. Internal Vikings sources believe Daronte Jones is poised to lead the Commanders to success. ESPN's Kevin Seifert, during a conversation with J.P. Finley and Brian Mitchell on 106.7 The Fan radio, opined that being Flores' right-hand man and earning the trust of such a demanding coach speaks volumes. He also expects to see similar aggressive tendencies in his defensive strategy, should he be able to sign the right players. Brian Flores is not an easy person to work with. He's very demanding, very strict, and Daronte Jones was his right-hand man. Every great coordinator had their first job somewhere.
The degree to which Flores does the unexpected or the unconventional is impossible to replicate, but I would be surprised if Jones didn't try to be aggressive and didn't settle letting the offense dictate the rules. This should cheer up Commanders fans, especially after being forced to watch 2 years of bland concepts and almost no change under Joe Witt Jr. Jones may be inexperienced in terms of play calling in the NFL, but he has learned from some of the most seasoned coaches in the business. He also spent a year calling defensive plays at LSU, although this is a completely different type of pressure.
The Washington Commanders made a major offensive shift by deciding to release former offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury and promote former quarterbacks assistant coach David Blau to the position. Blau offered the perfect solution for the team, which sought to develop the offense in a new direction while maintaining familiarity with the established system. Under Blau's leadership, the offense is expected to take a new course that will aid in the development of quarterback Jayden Daniels while maximizing his potential. With the implementation of a revamped offensive system, the team may also choose to revamp the roster, as Zach Selby, senior writer for the Commanders, believes they can explore the possibility of adding another primary target for Jayden Daniels. The future of Deebo Samuel Sr. as head coach in Washington is uncertain. Although Terry McLaurin is firmly established as the team's primary receiver after signing a $96 million contract extension in 2025, Selby suggests the team may be looking for a new second option. The Commanders signed wide receiver Deebo Samuel Sr. from the San Francisco 49ers for the 2025 draft class. Samuel was expected to become a solid second option for McLaurin and another reliable target for Daniels. However, injuries in Washington have severely limited his offensive potential. CBS Sports lists the Washington Commanders as a potential interested party in WR Alec Pierce. Washington's desire for a younger, more explosive target for Jayden Daniels makes Alec Pierce the perfect choice. Pierce spent his first 4 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts, but will become a free agent this offseason. Zachary Perels ranked Pierce 6th on CBS Sports' list of the top 50 free agents. In that list, he indicated the Commanders as Pierce's preferred destination. Coach Dan Quinn and general manager Adam Peters have expressed a desire to have a younger, faster roster this offseason. Pierce is young, 25, and fast. He led the NFL in yards per reception in consecutive seasons and became the first player since A.J. Brown in 2019 to surpass 1,000 yards, averaging at least 20 yards per reception. Pierce is a dominant vertical threat who has consistently won split ball contests throughout his career. His ability on long passes would add a dynamic element to the Commanders' run-fake passing game. He also proved in 2025 that despite being known for his aggressive style, his skills make him a more complete receiver who goes beyond receptions of more than 20 yards. SpotTrack estimates Pierce's market value at $20.2 million, considering a projected average salary for a 4-year contract. The Commanders have the 6th largest salary cap in the league and could use a more advantageous offer to lure Pierce away and steer him away from other options.